And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the Insomniatic show that has mentioned more Saturday morning cartoons and cartoons in general to come up with our own lineup, only known as the Tuesday Night Special. And I think in the near future what we could do, or I hope we could do in the near future, is all the shows that we mentioned for As Seen on TV, we can put them on a custom lineup to show to you fans on our own network. Probably in the future. Not sure how much that would cost, but it would be pretty cool to do. And speaking of cool things, folks, I think it's time for us to check out some of these video game clips along with those video game hits from the Indie Cade world that's making their way to a festival in less than 3 weeks near you for another edition of the Indie Cade Triple S Deluxe. And we kick things off with the art wall. And the art wall picture that we have up comes from none other than Gabe Lane and Hugo Limbo, nice names by the way, with their game, Smile For Me. And the picture that they provided for this week shows a little boy with hair covering his eyes, giving people a thumbs down, all while holding on to a game system while wearing what appears to be neither gloves or oven mitts, all while in the background is behind him a giant oversized pair of lips as a smiling building, along with a whole bunch of clouds from the smokestacks behind him, and a beautiful clear sky with a chance of clouds that's behind him as well, with a tree that looks suspiciously like an apple tree. And according to the maestro, it's not, so this picture automatically reminds me of, well, Chowder. Yeah, definitely reminds me of Chowder, because that's the only place I know that would have a building that looks like that. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that they have colorful characters just like Chowder in this game as well. And with the fact that Maestro told me that this is the same game we talked about a couple of weeks back that had Pepper Ann in it, yeah, I'm really excited to see how this game turns out. And now we head on over to the sound wall. And the sound wall that we have up for this week comes from, once again, Vladimir Koman-Povsku with his said sound, Jules' Earth theme, from the video game Nexus, the Zodorian Oracle, from the developers Etheric Worlds. And when I close my eyes while listening into this theme, I'm automatically imagining me playing a giant live-action version of Bejeweled while throwing giant oversized crystals into the sky, watching them explode in the sky, making makeshift fireworks before my very eyes. And Maestro's wondering how in the world am I able to throw 20-pound crystals into the air? And to answer that, I went to the gym, I got some strength in me, I can throw them, and tries to toss a jewel to me right now, whoa. And this one's really heavy, and where in the world do you get a jewel of this size, of this weight? Oh, from Arts and Crafts again. Alright, here you go. Well, don't drop that. But before me and the Maestro break audio and studio equipment around here with playing with a giant oversized jewel, I think it's time for us to go into the Screenshot Saturday Showcase. And the picture we have up for this week comes from the creators and developers Other Tales Interactive with their game TikTok, A Tale for Two. And the picture that they provided for this week shows not only a pocket watch with a diamond on the inside of it, but also shows a raven, a white raven to be precise, all looking at the clock while looking at the background with I guess a diploma, a couple of books, and what appears to be a measuring device alongside of them. And this picture automatically reminds me of the classic Edgar Allan Poe book or poem of The Raven. And even reminds me a little bit of the movie The Raven too. Yeah, let's add that in there as well, Maestro. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that The Raven can help you solve puzzles and help you around whatever sort of thing you need to do for this very game. And also, I hope the little stopwatch that he has right here somehow messes with the walls of time. Yeah, because by the looks of it and how fancy it looks like it could stop time in some way, shape, or form. Neither that or make it go backwards in some way. Yeah. And Maestro said it doesn't have a flux capacitor, so he's not too entirely sure about that. Maestro, like I told you before, you don't need a flux capacitor all the time to mess with time. I mean, Rick and Morty already proved that, but that's besides the point, because now it's time for us to talk about a couple of the awards that will be featured during this year's Indie Cade Festival of Games that will take place on Friday, October 11th. And the next 4 awards we have up is not only cooperative design, narrative design, procedural design, and finally, last but not least, performance. And if you guys want to check out the complete list of all the categories of awards that will be featured at the Indie Cade Festival of Games in less than 2 weeks, along with the games that are on the art wall, sound wall, screenshot Saturday showcase, or even have your games featured on there as well, you can head on over to the IndieCade.tumblr page, only known as IndieCade.tumblr.com, or head on over to their Facebook page known as Indie Cade, or even their Flickr, Instagram, YouTube, website, or any other page that are all named the same but is equally critically acclaimed, only known as, you guessed it folks, Indie Cade. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back to the music and continue listening to these diamonds in the rough as we try to turn your Tuesday night into a Friday night. Only here, right here, on the Tuesday Night Special. So don't fall asleep just yet, folks, and stay tuned.